Penning a signature of condolence wasn't how Consul General Graham Romanis hoped to pay his respects to the late Mr Zenawi. Mr Romanis organised for a live feed of the funeral to be screened at Melbourne's Federation Square on Sunday, but it was banned by police.
The threat assessment has increased, and as a result of that, the decision was made to not broadcast a live feed.
The decision angered the crowd and frustrated Mr Romanis, who believes it has elevated tensions in the already fragmented Ethiopian community.
The way they're operating is not only possibly dividing the community, the Ethiopian community here into two groups, but it's also producing a suspicion on the part of the whole African community about what role the police are playing here in Australia.
Police say they acted responsibly and that while Mr Romanis booked Federation Square last Monday, he only notified police 48 hours before the funeral, meaning they had insufficient time to perform a risk assessment.
We would have needed a longer lead-up time to make a genuine assessment and then put in measures in place for some security. That wasn't forthcoming in this event, so to ensure the safety of everyone, the decision was made to advise Federation Square not to run it.
Mr Romanis has himself upset the Oromo community by denying the existence of human rights abuse under Mr Zenawi's regime.
We don't really have any evidence of anyone being actually tortured. People say that.
Those are people like Elai Galito, who fled Ethiopia in 1999, he says, in fear of his life.
I've been tortured, imprisoned twice and left the country. I'm actually watching my dad going from one prison to another prison.
They may well say they're fearing for their own lives, but in fact I doubt that's very much the case.
So you think they're lying?
They are.
Amnesty International has described Mr Zenawi's 21-year rule as being characterised by increasing repression and widespread human rights violations. And that, according to the Oromo community, is why they lobbied to have the funeral screening scrapped.
It's not in our interest to use a multicultural space to televise and celebrate the life of a man who's renowned for human rights abuses.
And there are people who are actually killed every day, prosecuted. There's no difference. So I have to be a voice for them because they don't have voice back home.
Graham Romanis hopes to meet with Victoria Police to discuss future community gatherings. Luke Waters, World News Australia.